Hey, Divine Ones, it's Jerome Braggs, the intuitive that teaches you how to heal yourself and manifest a well body and a delicious life through the practice of self-love. So I'm continuing again with my 30-day video challenge, and I think this is video 4. And in this video, I wanted to talk about something that I get questions about all the time across the timeline and scale of my work. I have gotten, this is probably the #1 question I've ever gotten. When I used to do readings, this was the question I would get the most. When I was doing coaching work with my private one-on-one clients, this is what a lot of them would come in asking me about and wanting to work on. When I was doing business mentoring, a lot of the entrepreneurs that were working with me wanted to know about this question. So I wanted to address this question because many people around the world, no matter who you are, have this question. And because the way the world speaks about it, the way we're hearing about it in our cultures and our dominant societies and media, is really kind of false. So I want to shed some light on this. And that question is, what is my purpose? What is my soul's purpose for being here? The way we're mostly taught about purpose is that it's something that you're doing, that is tied to some type of job or career or business or something like that. Like that thing is your purpose here. And that's really not really true. And there's books written on it. There are courses out there that people are taking, retreats that we're going on to learn what is this specific thing that is your purpose for which your soul is here to do. And if you don't do that, if you're not doing it, what's ended up happening is so many of us begin to feel shame. We feel shame about, we feel like we're failing, we feel like we're not living up to what we're here to do. And I just want to help dissipate all of that and heal all of that. Now, I have to say first, I was in that mode myself. Before my near-death experience, I was feeling a lot like a failure because I felt like my purpose in the world was to be a singer at that time. I thought that's what I was here to do. I thought I was here to be this famous Grammy Award winning, multiple album singer, and I wasn't doing it to the level that I thought I should be doing it at that time. And so I began to feel like a failure, and I began to feel like I wasn't living my purpose here. And it was after my near-death experience when I began to do when my intuitive gifts began to open and strengthen. I began to do mediumship work, and I was talking to souls who had lived, but who had died and are now on the other side. And I was talking to them about purpose, and a lot of them would talk about purpose because, again, a lot of people that would come to me, even though they were coming to communicate with their loved one on the other side, the question that they would ask a lot of their loved one on the other side through me is, can they tell me what my purpose here is? And time and time and time and time and time and time again, the souls of the other side would say this very similar thing. And this began to help me awaken to this. And then after I heard this so much, I began to get my own downloads from my own higher self around this. And I was like, oh my gosh, it blew my mind because it was so different from what we're being taught. And it's very simple. Now, I've said this in videos before, so it's not like I've talked about what this is before, but I'm going to say it in this video in a way I've probably never said it before, in a different type of way, although same principle, but I'm going to say it in a different way. And what I have learned and what the souls are telling me on the other side is what your purpose is here, why the soul chooses to incarnate into this lifetime and have this experience, and what your individual, again, I'm a Jerome, whoever your name is and wherever your experience is, we each have our own individual experiences, but the purpose is the same. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, all of our purposes is the same. And the purpose is this: the purpose of the soul in human form, the whole purpose of your life is to express the fullness of the individuated aspect of source that you are, to express the fullness of love that you are, and to feed it. That's it. Your purpose on the planet is to express the fullness of the truth that you are and to do things that feed that, so that you feel nourished and you expand and you grow. That's it. Now, let me shed some light on that. So this is why it's not about a job, and it's not about, some career or something. Those things are aspects that can serve your purpose. Meaning, does this career help you express the truth of yourself or not? Does this career feed you? Does it make you feel more alive? Does it breathe life through you? Do you feel a sense of joy through this or not? If it doesn't, then this job or this career or whatever is not serving you. So some of the people will say to me, well, Jerome, you found your purpose. Your purpose is to teach. Teaching is not my purpose. Teaching is the thing that feeds my purpose. I feel fed by teaching, and I am expressing the truth of myself. I'm talking about what I truly want to talk about, and I'm being myself. I don't hide any aspects of my personality. I express my fullness in my teaching. So teaching is what allows me to express my purpose, but teaching is not my purpose. Singing was not my purpose. Singing is something that feeds me. It brings me joy. It makes me feel alive. So singing serves my purpose, but it is not, in its wholeness, is not my purpose. My purpose is simply to express who I am and to live a life that feeds who I am instead of starves who I am, instead of depletes or drains who I am. That's your purpose. Your purpose is to express the love that you are. Because by the way, when you're doing that, when we are expressing the love that we are literally bringing more God onto the planet, because that's what you are. So when you express the fullness of yourself, you are letting God, you are letting love be expressed into the universe. When you don't, when you hide a piece of yourself, when you suppress a piece of yourself or reject a piece of yourself or deny aspects of yourself, you are literally denying, suppressing, rejecting, or hiding pieces of God. You're letting the universe not be expanded, because the universe gets expanded the more the God that you are expresses. That's why your purpose is so important. Other thing is, this also happens when you get fed. Like when you do things that breathe life through you, like work in your passions, have more fun, do things that feel pleasurable, do things that feel fulfilling. That makes, the reason why that feels so good in the body is it's food. It's food for the energy of the soul that you are, and it expands your soul here. It makes your soul grow. And as your soul grows, the universe grows. So this is the purpose why you're here. You're here to expand the universe through expressing yourself and feeding yourself. Feeding your soul, expressing the soul that you are and feeding your soul. So I hope that sheds some light. It doesn't have anything to do about, so yes, find things that help you express yourself and find things that feed you. Those things, though, are not your purpose. Those things that help you serve your purpose. Your purpose is very simple. Your purpose is to be who you are and to feed who you are. That's it. And that's also why when you're disconnected from your purpose, why we get sick, because that's the whole purpose of life. And when you're not in your purpose, your life will begin to drain and wane out. This is why living your purpose is a medicine. But it doesn't have to do with, let me find this job, or let me find this career, or I can't find this business. Take all that stress off of you. Take all of that shame off of you, and just be about the work of learning how to express who you really are and live a life that feeds you. That is your real purpose here. That is the only divine purpose that you have. Everything else feeds that. That's why those things can change. That's why, oh, I thought it was singing, but actually really singing is just a piece of this. I love to teach. I also like to dance. I love to travel. Those are things that also serve my purpose. Letting myself be seen, speaking up for myself, having boundaries, those are also things that serve my purpose because they help me express myself. So our purpose is not some job. Our purpose is a way of being in the world, that I be my true self and I feed my true self. so that I grow and so that the universe grows with me. I hope this has shed some light. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, I love you. Now go love yourself.